Today is another news of what is
Breaking news, breaking news.
Number of raps.
We interrupt your regular programming to bring you a special report from the United States of Israel. Stay tuned, stay confused, stay consuming. Yeah. Let me break this down slow, no dramatics. Just read the map and follow the mathematics. The flag's got 50 stars, but the policy's got one. One donor, one agenda, one direction of the gun. Call it foreign aid, call it strategic alliance, but the voting record don't leave room for compliance. Every resolution at the UN gets a veto, while the cameras pan away and the press runs the promo. Trump steps to the mic, chest out, tie long, talks about America first, but the speech sounds wrong. Because America first don't mean what it used to mean when the budget line for Tel Aviv is bigger than the vaccine. Billions out the door before the bill hits the floor. Nobody asked the taxpayer what the money was for. Just sign at the bottom, clap back the podium, another blank check in the premium auditorium. Yeah. United States of Israel, that's the working title. The memo went out, but the press said it's vital to protect the narrative, protect the spin cycle. United States of Israel, read the fine print rival. They say it's democracy, they say it's survival, but survival for who? That's the real revival. United States of Israel, check the arrival of every policy decision since the last spiral. Now the news anchors got their talking points laminated. Every morning at 6 the script gets updated. Don't say occupation, say complex situation. Don't say civilian, say collateral equation. Don't say bombing, say precision operation. Don't say protest, say outside agitation. The language is engineered before the coffee's brewed, and anyone who deviates gets publicly reviewed. CNN, Fox, MSNBC running the same reel. Different fonts, same donors, same deal. The anchor switches channels, but the owner stays the same. It's a subscription to the narrative, not a news campaign. So when the clips go viral of the rubble and the smoke, the chiron at the bottom says it's complicated, folks. And the expert in the corner with the very serious tie says we have to look at context before we ask why. Meanwhile in Washington the session's in recess, but the lobbying calendar is running at full press. Senator stands up and says he just got back from a trip, free of charge, all expenses, wonderful trip. He's very moved, very touched, very clear on the vote. Already knows which bill to sponsor, already wrote the quote. The democracy is working, the process is clean. It's just that some democracies are more equal, if you know what I mean. Now zoom out to the map, let's talk about the war. I ran on the list since 2003, maybe more. The plan was written before the pretext was named. Regime change, shopping list, 7 countries pre-framed. Wesley Clark leaked it, nobody blinked. The think tank published it, nobody linked it. Just got filed in the history and moved along, while the next administration picked up the same song. Trump said he wanted peace, said he'd end every fight, then signed the arms deal in the Oval same night. Said Iran's the problem, said they can't have a deal unless they give up everything and agree to kneel. No enrichment, no missile, no influence near. Basically exists, but don't exist here. When Iran said no to the impossible acts, the media reported Iran refused to unmask. Let the record show the sanctions came first. Let the record show the infrastructure burst. Let the record show the JCPOA worked fine until one administration decided to resign. Let the record show Iran didn't start the fire. Let the record show who sets the tripwire. Let the record show the press didn't show half of what happened in the parts we don't go. And now the public's watching like it's a season finale, popcorn in hand, algorithm in the alley picking a side based on the feed they're assigned, never knowing the history that runs behind. The United States of Israel runs a tight production, great lighting, great sound, smooth introduction, but our NBNN is watching from the side, reading the script before the broadcast goes live. Let's follow the dollar, not the diplomat. The diplomat's a costume, the dollar is the fact. 3.8 billion guaranteed per year, that's the floor, not the ceiling, let me make that clear. On top of that, emergency supplemental packages, Iron Dome funding, artillery, accessories. The invoice gets approved before the debate starts. The debate is just theater for the slower parts. And the congressman who votes no gets a primary challenger, funded from outside the district while finance calendar. The message is simple, delivered without speech. You vote our way or we put someone in your reach. That's not a conspiracy, that's a documented pattern. That's the candidates who lost when the money got scattered. That's the ones who mentioned the word Palestinian in a speech and woke up the next day with nothing remaining. United States of Israel, the second act said stop the bombing, let the aid trucks land. One nation feels one nation stood alone, cast a no vote, called it defending the known, defending the right to self-defense. That's the phrase, while the definition of self-defense stayed in a haze. Because when a military with the 35s and surveillance drones calls itself the victim, someone checked the tone. The Security Council met the language was agreed, then the veto pen came out and the resolution freed itself from ever becoming international law. Because one permanent member decided what it saw didn't align with the briefing it received that morning from the ambassador who flew in without warning, with the very specific ask in a very firm position. The council adjourned, mission accomplished, no resolution. United States of Israel, the second act, same character, same script, different impact. The audience is larger now, the skeptics found the crack. United States of Israel, and that's a fact. Not an insult, not a slur, just an audit trail of every vote and every veto without fail. United States of Israel, follow the detail, the receipts don't lie, even when the headlines derail. Now Trump's back in the building, season 2 renewed. The writers brought him back because the ratings improved. First order of business, move the goalposts further right. Declare the who's as terrorists by morning light. Then bomb Yemen for interfering with the shipping lane, while the shipping lane runs through someone else's pain. Call it freedom of navigation, call it open sea, just don't call it what it is on live TV. Then pivot to Iran, say the deal's back on the table, but the table's got conditions nobody's ever able to meet without dismantling the entire state structure. That's not a negotiation, that's a pressure rupture. And when Iran says talk, but not under a gun, the headline reads Iran refuses diplomacy done. The framing does the work, so the policy doesn't have to. The public reads the headline and the narrative stays factual. Let's audit the alliance, check the balance sheet. How many UN votes did the partnership delete? How many weapons exports cleared without a hearing? How many journalists got arrested without appearing on the nightly news? Because the story didn't fit the arc of the narratives currently in production kit. How many times did the State Department say concern while the contracts cleared and the approvals were confirmed? The allies are arranged by usefulness and access, not by shared values, not by democratic process. Saudi Arabia's in the club, Bahrain normalized, Jordan's in the meeting, Egypt subsidized. Iran's on the outside because Iran said no to the architecture of control and the preferred ratio of regional dominance that keeps one party supreme while everyone else manages inside the permitted dream. So that's the file, it's the extended edition. Read it twice if the first pass created confusion. Iran BNN doesn't pick a side for drama. We read the documents and narrate the panorama. The panorama says one country shapes the vote of the most powerful nation by the throat, not by force, by finance, by institutional design. That's not anti-anything, that's just reading the line. The United States of America is a great concept. The people inside it mostly just want respect. Jobs and healthcare and the government that's present, not a foreign policy that makes the homeland absent from its own priorities. While the billions fly abroad and the working class is told to thank the lucky stars and God that they live in a free country where the vote still counts, while the donor class decides what the vote amounts.